What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Fornever News! So today's episode probably going to be more of a mini episode. We got a couple stories to talk about, but there's one in particular that urged me to... I gotta film this, okay? I got to talk about this because my heart is bleeding right now, fam, with the news that I just got. I am devastated. I am just like, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna come a day. But, yeah, we're gonna talk about some very, I don't want to say bad news because, you know, you could interpret it in several different ways, but you could tell from the title, major series ending. We're gonna get into it. We got a couple other stories though. We got a little bit of good news. One Piece, some interesting stuff going on there regarding the anime and what they're doing over here, in particular in the West. So we'll talk about that one. We got a small story from My Hero Academia, something that I believe was hyped up and we got the announcement. It's not anything great, but yeah, we'll talk about that. And a bit of a little update on Jujutsu Kaisen and some small, very small, to a certain degree, Dr. Stone news as well. So like I said, it's a mini episode, but the title story is, yeah. I gotta report it to you guys though. It's my duty at this particular point as being one of the top anime news sources here on YouTube, mate. So without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of Fornever News! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
I say we can do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
Okay, so for starters, let's get a little bit of some small news. Apparently there was an announcement that something special was going to happen with My Hero Academia, and after the reveal, it kind of reminds me to a certain degree, but it doesn't hit as hard of like the big Berserk thing that happened a couple months back where they were like, yo, big announcement for Berserk, and then we got the news and it was a art exhibition, and it seems to be the case as well with My Hero. It says My Hero Academia will be getting an original art exhibition as its special project. And again, I'm fine with that. It just shows the popularity of My Hero Academia to a certain degree. It doesn't hit as bad, and I don't want to rant or anything like that like I wanted to, or like I did with Berserk, because with Berserk, news is few and far between. Berserk has been done very, very dirty. So many injustices to one of the greatest stories ever told. So with Berserk, you tell me big announcement coming, you're gonna get my hopes up really high. We don't get that many news announcements. You know, we don't get much for Berserk, and the stuff that we have had, you know, has been big disappointments. The 2016 anime, for example, the CGI fest that it was like. So when you're announcing something that big, and then it doesn't turn into anything that is like, oh, you know, we can even enjoy for that matter, is like, with My Hero Academia, we get plenty of great things, video games, anime, episodes, seasons, movies, all sorts of stuff, so it doesn't feel as bad, and if anything, it's just an indication that I'm fine with of, yeah, My Hero Academia is really popping. They get a, like, art exhibit and shit, so cool beans for My Hero Academia. Next up, we got some very, very interesting One Piece news. Now, in case you don't know, the One Piece anime, to my knowledge, aside from the films have all hit, I want to say, all platforms in terms of Blu-ray, DVD, etc., but the anime itself, I don't think, because the time it was concepted, they didn't have contracts and they just felt like, what's the point? It hasn't been on Blu-ray. There hasn't been any Blu-ray releases for the One Piece anime episodes in Japan. Again, I might be wrong on this, but I'm almost certain there wasn't no anime Blu-ray releases for One Piece. I think Bleach, the original Naruto, but here's what's going down. Because according to the official One Piece anime Twitter account, they put out a post ready to explore the Grand Line in HD. Thanks to our partners at Toei Animation, we're bringing One Piece anime to Blu-ray for the first time ever. One Piece makes its episodic Blu-ray debut with Season 11 Voyage 1. You've asked, and we're so excited for this one. Thanks to our incredible partners at Toei Animation, Funimation is bringing the episodic One Piece anime series to Blu-ray for the first time ever, starting with the upcoming Season 11 Voyage 1 release. Yes, you read that right. While previous films and television specials for One Piece have been released on Blu-ray in the past, this will be the first time the episodic series has debuted on the high-definition format. This release includes episodes 629 through 641 of the series subbed and dubbed. That means Don Quixote do Flamingo is coming, and English dub watchers are about to truly experience one of the most iconic villains of the entire series as the Straw Hats head to his turf in hopes of taking him down. But that's not all. The upcoming release will also include the very special recorded voice actor panel from Funimation Con 2020. Seriously, it was so wholesome and wonderful, blah blah blah. Okay, very interesting stuff there. I wonder what made them make the jump, because one of the things I'm imagining why they wouldn't want this to happen is because of reverse importation, but it seems as though they're letting it happen. But to be honest with you, I feel as though they should have released one gigantic box set of like 100 episodes each box set on Blu-ray up until this point. That would only be what, about 4 or 5 releases, and then bam, hit everybody with the Blu-ray. A lot more people will go out and pick up those Blu-rays, and then you'll be caught up to where we're at right now. So hitting it at episode 629 with the Blu-ray is like, yo, you're very extremely late. But maybe this will be a taste tester. Maybe this is just going to be a test in general of like, let's see how people rock with it. If they really, you know, support it and whatnot, then they'll go back and release the entire series on Blu-ray. But again, do it in giant chunks. There's too many. One Piece right now in Japan is 900 plus episodes. Like, if you're gonna do it in very affordable 100 episode box sets. I know people probably thinking like, what? But if you want to sell this product that is very massive, and you want to put it on a format like Blu-ray, especially for those old episodes from 99, 2000, 2001 and stuff, put them in chunks of 100. They did it on DVD back in the day. I remember those like special box sets of 100 episodes. Put it on Blu-ray, 100 episodes, 30, 40 bucks a pop. Bam. They will sell like hotcakes. People will be like, yo, 100 episodes of One Piece for like $30 on Blu-ray? Yeah, but I guess we're gonna see how this one sells first, and they'll move forward. Yeah, that's an interesting move, and I'm shocked that they allowed Funimation to start the release over here in the West, opposed to like doing it in-house in Japan. But again, we'll see what happens. Either way, One Piece anime for the first time ever will be on Blu-ray. So a couple of more updates. For starters, next week, Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 2 will have Dr. Stone on the cover. So Dr. Stone will be taking the cover, which that's about right timing, because the anime season 2 Stone Wars is supposed to be premiering in January. So Dr. Stone will be on the cover of Jump, but also there will be color pages for Chainsaw Man and a 47-page one-shot called Da 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 Dan by Mappori number 3. And also, disappointing news here, if you're wondering like, ooh, am I gonna have all my manga next week? Apparently not, because I don't know what's going on here, but Jujutsu Kaisen will be absent from that issue, and we'll have a 5-page extra edition. So from next week's Shonen Jump, we won't have no Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's very interesting because the anime just started up, right? And we just had a break not too long ago. What was like a week or two ago, where they did that gag chapter, and it was like, okay, you know, first time in a while. But now we're having another break of Jujutsu Kaisen, which to my understanding, up until this point, up until that break that we just had a week or two ago, Jujutsu Kaisen never been on break. So I'm wondering what's going on there. Is it because of the success? They're like, yo, you can relax a little, think more, put more into this or something like that. Maybe because, again, the manga is selling like hotcakes, so maybe Gege feels the pressure is on. Just hopefully, because the author Gege is very influenced by Yoshihiro Togashi, hopefully this isn't the beginnings of, hey, hiatus, because yeah, I can't deal with another series doing what Hunter x Hunter has done to us the past however many years. Like, no. And lastly, the main reason why I wanted to do this episode today, normally I like to wait until there's a huge amount of stories, so that way I give you guys a filled up episode, but this one broke my heart. You guys heard a few months back, I made the video, the announcement that the series that would be coming to an end would be Chainsaw Man. It was announced that it's coming to an end. It didn't say when. It said it hit the climax. Well, we got an announcement. Let's read. According to various leaks, Chainsaw Man by Tatsuki Fujimoto will be ending next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 2 with a color page for an important announcement. Boy, I'm so sad. If you've been following me even just the last couple years, you will know that I've been fascinated and in love with this series. This year alone, I made like at least 3 big videos on it, maybe 4, talking about it. I've talked about it and covered it plenty times on Fornever News, and I am so sad to see it go. I mean, for crying out loud, I want to say it was at the end of last year, or the very first video I did this year was my favorite and the best manga, in my opinion, that was a newbie from last year, was Chainsaw Man, and I praise it time and time again. So to hear it's coming to an end, it's very, very mixed, because on one hand, don't get me wrong, it's a great thing. If this was how Tatsuki Fujimoto envisioned ending it, then by all means, I support it, and I respect it, and I understand it, and I'm glad, because being a Shonen Jump author in in general is a very grueling task, on top of the fact that in and of itself has already been successful. I think it's what, over 4 million sales at this particular point. Yeah, Tatsuki Fujimoto made a couple of dollars, probably just wants to chill, and all of that jazz. And on the other hand, I'm like, yo, I love this story so much. I love these characters. Why does it have to end? You know, it's always going to be a sad thing when something has to end, regardless if it's the appropriate time. You're going to miss these characters and this world and this story that's been set up. It's been just amazing. Now, there's a big announcement that is coming with it. I'm imagining that's going to be either a film or the anime announcement. I think the anime announcement will be very appropriate. I mean, we haven't even had an anime for it yet, for crying out loud. It's not even 100 chapters, so this will be ending with what? That would be like 96, 97 chapters at this particular point. Man, I just can't believe it. It just came. Like, I've even been saying that, like, I don't think Chainsaw Man's gonna make it out of 2020, and yeah, issue number 2 of Shonen Jump, final chapter, Chainsaw Man. Wow. No! Curious what you guys think about all these stories. Are you disappointed that Jujutsu Kaisen will be absent in the next issue of Weekly Shonen Jump? Dr. Stone getting the cover of Shonen Jump for that issue as well. Thoughts on that? One Piece anime hitting the Blu-ray format finally for the first time ever. Your thoughts? You think it's too late? You think there's a possibility that if this sells well, they'll go back and release the rest of the series on Blu-ray? I think, again, if you're gonna do that, do it in big chunks. Nobody is buying like the first 12 episodes of One Piece on Blu-ray for like $40. Like, that's not happening. So yeah, if you're gonna do it in big chunks for affordable prices. It's old as shit anyways. Yeah. Are you disappointed with the My Hero Academia art exhibit? Again, it's not the same thing as like the Berserk stuff. Berserk always gets shitted on. My Hero Academia gets everything under the sun, so you can't be mad at that. And your thoughts on Chainsaw Man ending in issue 2 of Weekly Shonen Jump. Man, it's gonna be a sad one. I love this series so much. Tatsuki Fujimoto, thank you so much for giving me this series, giving us this series. I gotta go check out that Fire Punch series as well. I gotta go back and check that out because that was, from my understanding, a great one by him as well. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really sad about that. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. You guys just watched another episode of Fornever News. Have an awesome day.
It's nights like this and times like this that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch, a natural bliss. But that I made